can all be risky jobs, especially when working at height. So if you're working at height, please be extra careful and wear a safety belt at all times. Failing to take the proper safety precautions can result in serious injury or death. Don't risk your life at work. Never cut corners. When working at height, safety comes first.
Ang opinyon ng programang ito ay mula sa host at ang kanilang panauhin at di nangangahulugang opinyon ng estasyong ito, Metro Plus AM 1044.
Balik po tayo sa ating programa, 6 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. Kuya Mike, niyo po ang mga pagbati po natin sa iba't ibang parte ng daigdig. Pisan po natin sa North Pole, sa mga kasamahan po natin sa North, Central at South America. Kabuuan po yun ng Europa and gitnang silangan, Africa at sa kabuuan po ng Asia. Of course, sa Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Pagbaba po natin, nasa New Zealand, Australia at karatig ng mga isla. At of course, ang pinaka-dulo ng ibaba po ng mundo ay ang South Pole. Pagbati po natin sa lahat sa inyo na magandang gabi, magandang hapon at magandang umaga. Saan man ho kayo nakikinig sa amin, naway sana po kayo'y nasa mabuting kalagayan. Ito po ang PTS, Pinoy Tayo Sanman. Saan man ho kayo na nakikinig sa atin ngayon. Dito po kami sa Hong Kong, sa Kowloon side. At magkasama-sama po tayo sa araw na ito. At gaya lagi po natin sinasabi, it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday ang ating sama-sama at salo-salo. Okay, tingnan natin ang ating mga pagbati sa araw na ito. Pagbati po natin kay Tita Dory, kay Gina Sipol, kay Losencia. Tama ba ako? Did I say that right? Tagtaka mo na nawala na yung mga pinagbabati ko. Ayun, si Losencia. At sa lahat pa ng mga kasamahan po natin, I hope kayo po ay nasa mabuting kalagayan. Okay, para mas mapabilis ang ating programa sa araw nito, parang hindi ko yata mabuksan ito. Ayun. Yun. Pagbati po natin ulit kay Miles Tan, kay Edna Dumandag. Sino pa binabati natin? Si Rita Gumalal. Ayop, tama yung... Okay naman yung distansya ng mata ko. Maliliit lang talaga yung phones. Si Laia Perez, si Tita Dory, Gina Sipol, Lucencia, si Laia Perez sa Maynila. Nagvavakasyon. Si Tess Frondozo, Rowena Eliacer, si Roseni Bakir, Tita Josie, at si Malu Estacio. Yan. Well, kamusta na po kayo? Ito muna ang ating kalagayan na panahon sa darating pong...
Walong araw.
Lalim nun ah. Humugot pa no? Okay, mananatili pong mataas ang ating temperatura at inaasahan po ang humidity po ay mananatili ding mataas dahil nga po sa pagbugso ng ulan. Bukas makakaranas po tayo ng isa o dalawang pag-ulan. At inaasahan na ang temperatura po natin na nasa pagitan po ng 27 hanggang 33 antas sentigrado. At humidity po sa darating pong 4 na araw mula 2 hanggang 5 ay 70 to 95%. Pagdating naman po ng Sabado, asahan nyo pong pag-ulan, 27 to 32. Maulap lang po ang panahon sa Linggo at inaasahan 27 to 32. Ganon din po sa Lunes pero maulan po siya. Pagdating po natin ng ika-6, 7, 8 at 9. Ay nako. Walang humpay ang pag-ulan at ang, sabi nga nila, pag-ambon or talithi. 27 hanggang 32 antas sentigrado at inaasahan ng humidity po ay nasa taas na antas na 75 hanggang 75%. Ang kalagayan po ng pantalon tuloy. Pantalon sana. Maikli.
Maikli.
Umikli na ho yung pantalon dahil umurong. Dahil sa lakas ng ulan. Ang pagkakataon po ng pag-ulan, sinasabi nila ay buong Miyerkules, Huwebes at Biyernes is medium to low. Si Davin, all the way from SG, Singapore. Ex-Hong Kong ho yan. Ewan ko, babalik ho dito yan. Malamang babalik din yan. Babalik ka rin. Sweetie Angel, kasama rin po natin sa araw na ito, si Sharon De La Cruz. Magandang gabi from Broadwood in Happy Valley.
Wow.
Pagbati rin ho natin kay Gemma Mondalia. Miles, makinig lang while cooking.
Niluluto niyo.
Ano namang niluluto nyo? Oh. Tita Joy, balik na ho. Nawala si Tita Joy sa circulation eh.
Bakit? Yeah.
Oo, nawala sila.
So, kumusta ka na?
Yes. Okay na siya.
Vetter na vetter.
Bitter.
Huwag naman bitter.
Bitter, hindi, di ba? Hindi bitter because of bitter na ikaw yung ano tawag dito? Nawala tuloy ako.
Ang kinang, no?
Ha?
Ang kinang.
Oo, sige na.
Kumukuti-kutita.
Sumobra naman lakas ng ilaw nitong kasama natin, no? Mukhang ano yata ito. Bawasan mo ng konti.
Biglang tinawag.
Tinawagin yung Derek ko.
Derek!
Ikaw na lang sa harap ng camera. Naka-relax na si Derek eh. Yun!
Ayan.
Perfect. Ayan.
Thank you, Derek. Love you, Derek.
Love you, Derek. Love you. Yun!
1, 2,
Yan!
finger,
Kompleto. Heart of Gold. Si Mercedita Lumpot, kasama natin ngayon, watching from Chifu Fayon. Carmelita Havato at si Lisa watching from Wampoa Gardens. Oh, kapitbahay natin yan. Si Dory, sabi niya, parang kinukulog yata kayo, Kuya Mike.
Kinukulog?
Oo, kinikidlat ka mo. Si Maria Lorena Somito. Mayong gabi isa mo, day, siya sa Bacolod. Yan.
Lapas Joy. Sorry.
Lapas sa ano yun eh.
Sa Lapas ba yun?
Lapas isan. Iloilo yun eh.
Ay, Iloilo ba yun? Malapit lang.
Magagalit sa iyo yung mga taga-Bacolod niya.
Sorry po.
Okay. Ang mga kasama po natin si Gemma, kasama rin po natin. Naimbag na Rabii, Daita Pinas.
Hello.
Benny Gonzalez, Cora Liwag, si Aristia Silangan. At sa lahat po ng ating mga kasama sa araw na ito, all the way from the heart.
The heart?
Oo. Tita Kerry? Nasa Kaintaho siya ngayon, kumukulog, kumikidlat. Hindi ko alam. Pero hindi naman yata, naudlot yata si ano eh. Uy, nawala. Naudlot yata sino to? Mamaya na, mukhang ano siya, mukhang preoccupied siya.
Oo.
Okay.
Wait lang. Time out daw.
Okay, time out. Babalikan natin siya mamaya konti. Ha? Si Cleo kasama po natin ngayon, Cleo Ramirez, at nakita ko, Kuya Mike, nang scroll back ako. Matikman nga sa Sunday.
Wala.
Popsicle.
Sold out na po. Binili na namin lahat.
Sobra ka naman.
Bawal mag-share.
Bakit?
Kasi ubos na yung dalawang flavor. Tapos kapag naubos yung dalawa, paano na tayo?
Meron pa namang, marami pa namang ano.
Dadayo pa tayo sa iba.
Si Desio Peralta, kasama po natin, Betty PH. Anong nangyari kay Betty?
Bakit natin tinatag si Betty PH?
Hindi ko nga alam.
Wala na siya sa Philippines.
Wala na.
Area of
Siya,
responsibility.
di ba? Nasa may kausyong na yata siya.
Oo.
Kausyong. Si Chona Ravena Boncelli.
From Tinshui Wai.
Ano ba experience mo dun sa putukan ng kidlat kanina? Gising ka ba doon?
Naalimpungatan.
Okay. Anong pagkaalimpungatan na pinagdaanan mo?
Parang, uy, may kidlat, may kulog. Sige, tulog ulit tayo. Hindi kasi nasa living room ako eh.
Nung time na yon?
Oo. Di ba sa living room ako natutulog kasi wala pa akong aircon.
Oh,
So medyo safe ako sa sounds of thunder.
Okay.
Oo. And dun sa flashes of lightning.
Okay.
Pero kung nandun ako sa kwarto ko,
Ay, di bale, by Tuesday. Mayabang ka na nun dahil may remote pa eh.
Hindi rin. Kasi papalitan ko na finally yung kama ko rin. Hindi ko kasi napapalitan. Last year pa yun.
Last year kapag gusto magpalit ng kama?
Hindi nga, kasi diba, nasira. Oo. Ang nagki-keep lang ng stable doon,
Okay.
yung mga gamit ko sa ilalim. So yung boxes ko doon.
Mukhang napatakbo yata itong isa. Saan ka
Oo
tumakbo? Bumili ka
Sa
ba ng
baba.
manok o lumabas yung manok sa pinto? Hinabol mo, no? Sige, kikwentuhan tayo.
Anyari sa kanya.
Kung matatandaan niyo po, naka-exclusive si Tita Kerry doon sa isang kainan sa may sa may Pugo, 'di ba? Pugo.
Ayan,
Oo.
sa Pugo.
Grabe,
Sure.
nakalibre pa tong Oo, tapos yung isa nakita niya na nagta-tai chi sa Burnham Park. 'di ba?
Wow.
Ang galing talaga. Anyway, lahat sila pupunta ng donkey, Anyway, introduce na natin yung ating kasama sa Pilipinas.
Blue na blue.
Blue na blue.
Tingkad ng pagka-blue.
Oo. At saka kitang-kita mo bagong plancha eh.
Oo, walang gusot-gusot.
Walang gusot eh.
So true.
Kala
Parang,
mo lang
at saka feeling ko parang bagong laba. Amoy softener, mga ganyan.
Oo. At saka kita mo walang, di ba kasi pag may softener,
Oo.
di ba nakakadagdag doon sa, hindi yung parang nakaganon yung yung t-shirt.
Nakaka-soft din ng mukha yun.
Oo. Gamit niya yung Dove. Dove ba yun? Dove? Ano ba yung mga softener? Softland.
Downy lang yan.
Downy!
Softland dito lang yata yun, G.
Oo nga pala. Dito lang pala.
Yung Dove naman pang katawan niya.
Oo nga pala. Hindi, baka naman gumagamit si Tita Kerry, Perla eh.
Perla.
Oo.
Ate.
Oo. For Perla. Perla, kahit saan gamitin.
Sige, G.
Smooth ka.
Smooth ka. Naiyak ako.
Okay! Ba't sira aircon mo rin? Sige, madadala ka namin. Madadala ka namin ng aircon. Nakalibre kami ng aircon kahapon.
Libre ba yun? Hindi nga.
Ang nagbenta pa sa amin ng pakal niya, cool.
Cool na cool siya.
Please welcome ang inyong Tita Karina!
Yes! Ayan, ako magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Mayang gabi sa inyong tanan. Diyos maralmanggi sa inyong gabos na imbag na rabi. Kana kayo amin, masantos siya labi itsi kayo namin. Maya pa bengi. Kaya kayo nga, good evening at salitang Arabic, masakal kya. Buenas noches, señoritas, señores, mo ipuko-puko. Is mo itanggal di ko no pwede ka na po porque grande ba? 2 minutes, Armalite, takatakatakatakatak. Nung kanong, nung kaputol, buenas noches, buenas sera, mi amiga, mi amici. Yan. Ay, nako, magandang gabi po. Sa ating mga Dabber Cats, Kapuso, yan, mga kapatid, kapamilya.
Speaking about Dabber Cats, nawala ng Itbulaga.
Na mainit to ang balita ko ngayon dahil nung Merkules, kahapon, wala na po ang Itbulaga.
Wala na sila doon, hindi na sila partner ng tape.
Nag-resign sila doon
sa tape.
Corporated na matagal nilang mother company yun eh.
Sila yung mga sila technically ang nag-produce noon, 'di ba?
Yes, sila ang producer. No, since then.
Oo.
So for 44 years.
44 incoming July.
44.
Oo.
Yes, going to 44.
Grabe, no?
So maraming nalungkot na mga
naman.
Siyempre, kasama mo na sa pananghalian mo 'yan eh.
Totoo 'yun.
'Di ba? And then today, lahat na ng involved sa Itbulaga, magmula sa maliit hanggang sa mataas na mga empleyado, resign.
So hindi lang yung mga host.
Hindi lang yung mga host.
So ano naman
lahat, cameraman, lahat ng involved sa Itbulaga.
So sa ganyan ang ganyan ang nangyari, anong lumabas ngayon sa Channel 7? Wala.
Replay.
Replay.
No? pangit naman nun.
Oo, bakit naman?
Kasi ang kontrata ng tape sa GMA7 up to 2024 eh. Mukhang ano pa yan, may mga usapin pa yan na baka magkademandahan.
Oo nga.
Di ba? From GMA Kapuso, siyempre hindi mo natupad yung ano eh. Di ba? Nakakontrata yan eh. For 2024 pa. So, baka habulin yan no, ng GMA7. Siyempre, malaki na yung mawawala si GMA eh.
Oo, kasi block time yun eh.
Oo.
Tsaka ang maganda ring usapin dyan, kung ano ngayon yung kalalagyan ng Itbulaga. Kasi di ba, merong agreement din ng Itbulaga, yung TVJ, doon kina sa tape. Di ba? Kung sila ay umalis doon at pumunta sa ibang lugar at ginamit din yung ganong form, di ba?
Oo.
So baka magpalit sila ng pangalan.
Malamang. Pwedeng Dabar Cards, di ba?
Or TVJ.
TVJ and the Dabar Cards.
Yes.
Di ba? Pwedeng gano'n. Oo. May mga usapin na yan before eh. No, dito. Na parang lumabas na balita. Ano lang naman to? Marites. Siyempre. Na yung si Willie Revillame, yung show niya, ang talagang ipapalit. Yun ang usap-usapan.
Naku, sobra naman. Kung ganun ang mangyari ngayon, di ba? Di ba lumipat na nga siya doon sa, ano yung TV ni Villar?
Ni Villar,
di ba? Nandun na siya, pero nag-back out na rin siya doon dahil nilangaw sila doon eh.
Nilangaw sila
doon. So ngayon, ang ano naman yan, sobra naman yan kung lumipat siya doon para namang ni-railroad naman niya yung mga nagpasikat sa kanya.
Ang ano kasi dito, mukhang nagkaroon talaga ng gap ang management ng tape. At saka yung mismong host, no? Sila Tito Vic and Joey. May mga usapin na hindi nabayaran, may malaking utang, even to Alan Kay. No, may mga back wages o mga dapat tanggapin pa yung mga nakakontratang host na kasama sa Itbulaga. No, even si Anjo Iliana. Di ba? Na ano natin na nakikiusap na bayaran na rin siya ng tape.
Pero ang question nga doon, kasi nabanggit din ng karamihan na ang laki-laki ng kinikita ng tape. Bakit kumbaga hino-hold yung pera, no ha?
Mukhang matagal na siguro may mga gusot yan.
Siguro.
Lalo na noon, nung hindi lang nila sa yung TVJ, lalo na nakaupo pa si Tito Sen. Sa Senate. Di ba? So parang ngayon na wala na si Tito Sen sa Senado, eto na. Parang nagkalakas ng loob na na labanan yung grupo ng TVJ versus the producer of the show.
Pero si Tito Sen naman po ang lumabas muna di ba? Tsaka hindi rin maganda kasi yun kung nag-away-away sila at that particular time dahil nga naman tumatakbo si Tito Sen noon, di ba? Eleksyon yun hindi naman maganda yun na at that particular time ay mag-aaway sila at sinusuportahan nila di ba? Si Tito Sen, di ba? Hindi naman maganda yun. Siyempre, magkakaroon ng question yun. Taka mo na, ano ba nangyayari dito? Di ba? Ano ba? Sinusuportahan ba natin si Tito Sen o ganito? Di ba? Hindi rin naman maganda yun.
Ano ngayon, naglabas ng tape ng statement na life must go on at magkakaroon sila ng mas mga nakakatuwang programa sa tape, no? Kaya lang ang tanong kung tatangkilikin ng masang Pilipino. Siyempre, iba yung dating na parang ang lumabas, inapin mo yung TVJ. Di ba? Ng Itbulaga sabi nga nung TVJ, walang Itbulaga kung walang TVJ. Which is true.
I agree.
Which is true. Di ba? Kahit saan man sila lumipat, talagang yung programa talagang. Yung noontime show, parte na ng buhay ng masang Pilipino.
In fact, wala pa silang Itbulaga nun. Meron yan silang, ano tawag dito? Parang top hits di ba dati? Meron sila nun kasama nila si...
So, nag-start sila sa Channel 9, tapos Channel 2, and then tumagal sila sa Channel 7.
Pero wait, kahit na sabihin na natin wala pang Itbulaga, hindi pa nag-uumpisa yung Itbulaga, 3 na silang kumakanta nun dati, remember? May mga top hits yan sila. Discorama. Yes.
Discorama.
Si yun, si Bobby Ledesma, di ba? Kasama na
sila na.
Yes, kasama na sila doon. And of course, syempre, hindi naman natin maiaalis sa kanila na bago sila naging Tito Vic and Joey, VST and Company na sila noon.
VST and Company. Talagang mga singer.
Correct.
Di ba?
Diba?
Mga singers sila.
So yung sinasabi nga natin, this is, alam mo, hindi na, institusyon na yan Institusyon na yan. Mahirap na matanggal ho yan. So,
kahit anong gawing, di ba, paninira, whatever na sa grupo, wala talagang solid
Solid talaga sila.
Solid. At saka, doon tayo nakaano ng mga, iba-ibang, programa na pinasikat nung Itbulaga.
Yes.
Diba, pati nga yung Sugod Bahay
Oo. At saka ilan na yung taong pinasikat niyan, 'di ba? From yung yung kanilang yung nag-umpisa si Aiza Sigera. Wala si Aiza Sigera kung wala ang Itbulaga.
Ay, hindi lang 'yun. And even si Mrs. Soto,
si Helen.
Pauline.
Si Pauline.
Diba? Na lang ni Big Soto doon sa Little Miss Philippines.
Correct.
Imagine mo yun. Ngayon, asawa niya na.
Mismo.
Ang laki ng agbot ng edad, no? Tapos, yung pala mai-inlove pa si Pauline kay Vic. Iba talaga si Bossing. O kami agimat.
Sobra agimat ni Bossing.
Oo.
Parang si Tito Dolphy.
Oo, Dakota Harrison daw
Si Tito Dolphy, ibang klase talaga yun.
Dakota.
Well, sabi nga natin, 'di ba, marami na pong henerasyon in 40 years. Let's just take it as every generation is 20 years, di ba?
Yes.
Di 2 henerasyon na yun, Mahadin niyo po yun.
Tsaka mula apari talaga.
So masasabi po natin, amazing po talaga yung magiging programa.
Nakakalungkot na nangyari.
Kasi di ba? It has kumbaga, nag-evolve sila di ba? In-embrace sila ng tao nung TVJ pa lang sila, talaga Tito Vic and Joey pa lang, 'di ba? Sino napunta diyan? Si Connie Reyes nandiyan, yung host.
Anak din ni Big Soto yan. Mayor na ngayon ng Taguig.
Oo.
Ay, nandito na, Pasig.
Pasig.
Imaginin
mo 'yon?
Imaginin mo 'yon.
Ano na 'yun one generation na. Ilang taon na ba si Vico?
Magte-30 na si Vico.
Kita mo.
Yata.
So imaginein mo yung henerasyon na nila. Our generation. Ikaw ba, DJ Jin, Itbulaga ka rin ba noon sa Pilipinas ka? Itbulaga, no?
Meron na.
Meron na, no?
Meron na.
Oo, Itbulaga. Sabihin mo ng...
Pati yung, di ba may rival pa ngayon?
Sa Itbulaga?
Oo.
Marami naman rival ang Itbulaga di ba?
Pera o ba yung...
Ang kalaban noon ng Itbulaga, Student Canteen.
Hindi ko alam yan.
Student Canteen.
Hindi mo na naabutan yun.
Yan yung kay Eddie Ilarde.
Eddie Ilarde, Bobby Ledesma. Doon na galing si Connie Reyes.
Si Connie Reyes.
Si...
Mumar siya pa siya noon.
Mumar pa siya noon. So just imagine na ilang henerasyon yun. Tingnan mo yung mga reaction ng ating kababayan. Hindi huminto yung nakaganon. Sobra talaga. And it's so hard to accept na gumising ka the next day, wala na sila.
Oo
Di ba?
Marami na bigla talaga, kasi nung Miyerkules nagpaalam
Hmm.
Talagang totally hindi sila pina-air ng live.
Imaginein mo yun, no?
Hindi pina-air ng live yung Itbulaga nung tape management.
So yung
So ang ginawa nila, nag-live sila sa
sa YouTube,
Facebook. Oo,
tsaka
tsaka sa
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oo.
Instagram, nag-live sila doon.
Yung tama, kasama pa ba? Ay, sa student canteen na yun, si Helen Vela pala yun, ano ha?
Ellen Bella
Oo.
Student Canteen.
Christine Jacob daw.
Christine Jacob. O nga
Muntik
pala,
na.
no? Muntik na kay ano din yun.
Kay Bossing?
Kay Bossing.
Kanya ni Bossing.
Sino yung isa pa, yung dapat kakasalin na sila pero naudlot bago si Pauline Luna?
Si
Sino yun?
Ano nga pangalan?
Yung naging ano yun naging siya yung naging ano yun naging parang yun yata yung pinalitan ni ni Mrs. Drew Arellano 'Di ba?
Oo nga, no?
Si Pia Guanyo.
Yun!
Naging ano na yun. Muntik na rin yun.
Imagine mo, ikakasal na yun, ha?
Di ba sila ni Pia, no?
Yes, ikakasal na siya. Si Pia.
Oo.
Nakakuha pa ni Bossing.
Oo.
Buti na lang, dinaanak.
Kung hindi, another one.
Ano siya? Another Pia Guanyo Soto. Yung anak niya.
Sana.
Dagdag yun.
Si Tony Gonzaga? Saan kaya yun? Si Tony Rose, yung sa ano naman, sa kabila naman yun. Di ba nakuha rin ba nila si Tony Rose Gaida, yung anak ni Rose?
Yes, ni
Rosa Rosal.
Rosa Rosal.
Lumipat din ng Itbulaga yun di ba? Nag-Itbulaga din yun Oh. Chiki Holman. Chiki Holman. Student canteen,
Student canteen.
Nakita mo itong mga kababayan natin, Alam na alam nila yung history, Alam nila yung mga history, Sabi nga sabi ni Tita Kat dito, ikakasal na dapat. Grabe si Bossing.
Oo.
Grabe talaga si Bossing.
Ano yan? Dakota Harrison.
Oo.
At saka gumagastos talaga, ha? Imagine mo yung mga bulaklak na pinatan, tsaka pagkain.
Tsaka buong buong pamilya daw ni... Ha?
Para si Dolphy.
Oo.
Di ba si Dolphy pagka mayroong kursuladang chicks din? Di ba?
Paula Luz din, kasama.
Yan. Naging sila rin.
Ni Bossing,
Bossing.
Mga chismosa talaga itong mga kasama natin dito.
Alam na alam. At ganoon.
Si Julia Claret? Sino yun?
Julia Clarete.
Si Julia Clarete,
Naging part yan.
rin?
Nang Itbulaga? Nakasama rin ba? Hindi ko na alam yun, Mukhang hindi ako kasama.
Sexy yun.
Hindi ako kasama dun sa
Oo, sexy yun, si Julia Clarete.
Sabi dito, alam ang history, halata sa edad. Wala sa edad yun dahil ilang henerasyon ng dinaanan ng imagine mo, sabi nga nung kanta nila, mula apari hanggang hulo. Imagine mo yun. Mas matindi pa sila sa Bagyo dahil yun, niragasan nila mula apari. Imagine mo, all the way down to Mindanao sa hulo. Antindi. Pero, alam nyo po, give credit where it is due. Ang brainstorm talagang creative dyan, walang iba kundi si Joey De Leon. Yan ang creative dyan. Siya yung nag-umpisa talaga ng
Pati yung Pinoy Henyo.
Sa kanya yan.
Oo. Joey yan. Joey De Leon.
And Joey De Leon started as being a disc jockey. Alam mo ba yun? Oo, nasa radyo din siya. Uy, meron pa dito nagsabi. Si Rio Diaz din. The late Rio Diaz. Kasama din. Imagine mo.
Patay na nga pala siya, no?
Patay na. 'Di ba naging naging asawa niya yung anak ni Danding Coangco. Imagine niyo 'yun. Okay. Okay. Relaxing ko ang Itbulaga tuwing tanghali. No, nakakabigla naman. Totoo talaga.
Pero alam mo, ang bali-balita talagang naghahanap lang ng yan, ng timing. No? Hindi ho yan, lalabas at lalabas ulit yan.
Ang ano lang dito,
Nakakadon hindi na Itbulaga ang
Oo,
nila.
kasi tandaan niyo po, no? Under the legalities, yung logo ng or yung pangalang Itbulaga is a partnership kasi siya ng tape, no? And then yung grupo na ni TVJ, which is yung Itbulaga. So hindi na nila maaring gamitin yung Itbulaga na yon. Pero knowing the TVJ, may pangalan na yan.
Oo.
Oh, may pangalan na yan.
Kahit anong pangalan dyan.
Yes, may pangalan na yan.
True.
Kita mo itong mga kasamahan mong Thunders, kilala na yung asawa kaagad ni Rio Diaz. Si Charlie. Charlie Coangco.
Charlie!
Oh.
Yeah, Charlie Coangco.
Parang kabarkada lang nila eh.
Oo,
No?
parang first
Name basis.
Pero
si Charlie.
ang alam ko, if I'm not mistaken, he also passed away recently eh.
Parang agamulak yan eh.
Siyempre, mga Coangco, ano yan eh. May,
Mistiso.
diba? Yes.
Oo, Kastilaloy.
And I can remember also, honestly, saksi kami ni Tita Kerry. Mamaya ako nababanggitin sa inyo kung saan kami saksi sa pagbabalik po namin. Don't go away. Hindi po ito hindi po ito saksi ng GMA7 ha. Saksi lang ho kami. Witnesses ho kami. Wag po kayo alis.
Metro Plus weather.
Mainly cloudy with a few showers. Showers will be heavier over some areas with thunderstorms at first tomorrow. The minimum temperature will be about 27 degrees, very hot with sunny periods during the day, with a maximum temperature of around 33 degrees. There will be light winds. Relative humidity stands at 76%. For the outlook, sunny intervals and a few showers in the following few days. Hot during the day. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your connect.
Sitting for too long is bad for your health. To guard against chronic diseases like hypertension and diabetes, you should be more physically active and reduce your time spent sitting. Let's cut down on our chair time and get up and walk more every day for better health. Visit chp.gov.hk for more details.
Para sa inyong kuro-kuro opinyon at katanungan, tawag lang sa 1-834-100. 1-834-100. Pwede ring i-text, WhatsApp or Viber sa 6641-8811. 6641-8811. O di kaya pwede rin sa aming messenger, PTSHK. That's PTSHK. Isama na rin nyo ang aming email, ptshk1044@gmail.com. ptshk1044@gmail.com. Siya nga pala, check nyo na rin ang aming Facebook community page, facebook.com/PinoyTayoSanman. PTS ngayon.
Antindi ng mga kasama natin dito. Pag-uusapan mga artista naglalabasan, alam na alam kagad Ang unang asawa ni Rio Diaz ay si Haji Alejandro.
Haji.
Diba?
Yes.
Ha?
Yes, Haji.
Oo, singer yun.
Yan yung, yun?
Tatay siya ni Rachel Alejandro.
Ni Rachel.
Kasi watchmate mo
Lady
yun.
Killer talaga yan.
Oo.
Haji.
Imagine mo yun. Mas matindi pa pala si Tita Kat.
Hindi, mas matanda si Rachel sa akin.
Mas matanda ba? Sige. Pero almost the same.
Hindi pa rin.
Tinatanggi mo yan, ha? Okay, ulitin ko, nasaksi ho kami. Saan ho kami saksi? Dahil dinala ho yung Itbulaga dito. Sino ho nag-ayos nung venue na yun? Of course, kasama po kami ni Tita Kerry doon. Di ba?
Natatawa na lang siya. Diyos ko.
Kung alam nyo lang po kung paano ho...
Maraming problema yun nung time na yun
alam ko, di ba?
Diba? Dapat sa Chater Road siya
Sige, explain mo sa kanila kung ano nangyari sa experience natin.
Kinancel yung hindi pinayagan. Nakabook tayo sa Chater Road. Kinancel.
Dahil?
Alam ko may problema nun sa ano eh.
Venue, di ba?
Oo, sa Hong Kong eh.
Oo. So, nung nagkataon na yon, so nilagay sa Theater Garden.
Last mean, nabigyan tayo, nakiusap tayo na kasi lahat ano na eh.
Nakalatag na.
Oo.
So inilipat lahat nung pagse-set up doon sa Theater Garden on the day itself. Di ba? So nilagay natin doon. Dumami yung tao. Sumobra. Umapaw yun. Di natapos na yung show. Ang question dito kung paano namin ilalabas. Di ba?
Kasi nagkakagulo sa ano eh. Ano tayo kasi yung galing ng Noipi sa pagkasabik, lalo kung nasa abroad ka, natala yung ano natin sa abroad eh. Yung pagkasabik natin sa mga artista, basta artista, kahit ano mangyari, kahit madisgrasya,
yung artista.
hawakan lang ang kamay, makapagpa-picture lang, yun eh.
So nangyari nun, gumawa tayo ng alternative ng papalabas.
Oo, ng security.
Ng security. 'Di ba? Tao-tao na yung security. Isinakay namin yan dyan sa may ano ba yung, ano na ngayon yun eh. Bagong building na siya eh. 'Di ba may park dyan sa harap ng Hutchison House. Nakaparada doon yung bus. Inakit na namin. Yung iba, tinagtututulak, may ano tawag doon? Yung hinahatak na yung mga artista.
Ano pa eh, nasaktan pa niya si Raisa May eh.
Oo.
Aling maliit.
Dahil kinukurot.
Oo, nasaktan na umiyak si Aling maliit.
Correct. 'Di ba? Then pagkatapos noon, sinakay namin doon sa bus. Aba, yung bus kinuyog. Sabi ko sa inyo, sa sobrang tagal na ho namin dito na nagpapashow ng ganyan,
muntik na ho kaming mapulis.
ang tindi ho noon talaga.
Muntik na kaming damputin ng pulis at talagang
Sobra ho yun. Sobrang experience yun.
Dinala ng SMART, no, ng PLDT.
Correct.
Ang Itbulaga. And sa tulong ni Direk Eric Quezon.
Correct. Ay, nako.
Sa tulong ni Direk Eric Quezon.
Naalala ko.
Yun, hindi nagpabayad ang ng Itbulaga.
Yung mga stars nila hindi nagpabayad.
Kumbaga lahat ng nila, accommodation, air ticket, walang talent fee yun.
Wow.
Winave ng grupo ng Itbulaga. Nila Tito Big and Joey.
Sobra yung ano na yun. Ganyan ka, alam mo tama yung sinabi kasi na-interview na-interview si Vic sa isang, napanood ko yun sa isang, I don't know whether it's reels or basta na-interview siya. And this is after na nag-sign off yung Itbulaga itself, no? At binanggit niya nga, sabi niya, nabayaran na ba ho kayo? Yun yung tanong. Sabi niya, na-settle na, di ba? Sabi niya ganun. Sa amin naman, sabi niya, alam mo, sabi niya, very simple lang siya. Sabi niya, sa amin naman, kung matagal na tayong magkakasama, ang pera hindi dapat pag-usapan. Sinabi niya yun eh. Di ba? Sabi niya, basta sa amin, basta maayos lang yung usapan, okay na yun. Wala na kaming magiging problema doon. Ang pinaka-importante doon, wala lang, di ba, sakitan. Yun yung ano sa kanila eh. Ganun kasinsero yung mga kababayan na, yung grupo ng TVJ.
At saka may pinatatanggal yata ang management ng tape. Ng Itbulaga. Pero hindi pumayag ang grupo nila TVJ.
Ang rumor is si Raisa May daw yung gustong tanggalin. Ay isa sa mga umalma doon si Tito Sen na ayaw niyang tanggalin daw. Yun yung pinaka doon, di ba? So, imagine niyo po kung maganda 'yon ha. Kumbaga, kung let's say they end up launching tapos dumating ulit sila dito.
Tsaka yung binigay kasi ng Itbulaga sa ibang mga artista na kagaya niyan, si Aiza Sigera. From rags to riches.
Oo, totoo 'yon.
Na hindi nila talaga pinabayaan. Diba? Nanalo lang si Raisa sa sa Little Miss Philippines.
Ganun din.
Ganon din si Aling Maliit. Ganon din si Pauline Luna.
Imaginein mo yun, ano?
Kaya maganda yung maganda yung mga na ano lang, sila Alden Richard. Di ba? Yung dalawa, si Maine.
Si Maine, oo. At ang kagandahan, ang kagandahan lang dyan at the end of the day. Kagaya si Alan Kay. Di ba si Alan Kay nasa mga comedy bars lang naman nag-umpisa si Alan Kay eh. O, di ba? Ginawa na rin siyang mainstay.
Si Wally at saka si
Oo, si Wally pala, ano? Si Jimmy Santos.
Yeah, Jimmy Santos. Si Jimmy Santos nasa Canada na eh.
Oo, nasa Canada na siya.
Sa mga anak.
Correct.
Sa mga anak.
Isa pang kasama na, si Richie De Horsey.
Richie De Horsey.
Oo. So,
yan ang original na ng TVJ din eh.
Oo, yan yung mga original.
Di ba? Kaya nalungkot sila nung nakulong si Richie.
Correct.
At si Tito Sen din ang naging daan para mapalaya si
Si Richie.
Si Richie, oo. Kasi sa drugs si Richie eh. And then, siya, di ba? Tinanggap siya ulit, kaya lang sumakabilang buhay.
Correct. Pero marami pong nabiyayaan, pamilya, mga dating artista, na niyakap talaga ng Tito Vic and Joey.
Oo, ng Itbulaga.
At the end of the day, they ended up being so outstanding. That's why mahirap po talagang burahin. No? Mahirap po burahin ang legacy. Ito pinag-uusapan na natin dito, legacy na.
True.
Itbulaga. Diba?
True. 43.
Tsaka imagine niyo po ilan beses nyo makikita sa kung saan-saang TV during lunchtime. Diba?
True.
Sa mga
kasama mo sa pananghalian.
Yes, department store, supermarket, 'di ba? Sa mga restaurants, talagang nandun po sila. So it's very difficult na hindi nyo po kumbaga part of you na hindi malulungkot sa nangyaring ito. But sabi mo nga kanina, Tita Kerry, it was inevitable kasi nga meron na palang talagang lamat doon sa sitwasyon.
Yes, nagkaroon na ng lamat eh. Tinatry na maayos pero hindi na eh.
Hindi na pwede.
Hindi na kayanan. Hindi na nagawa ng paraan ng solusyon. Kasi yung melos loss tuloy. Yung halos-hos. Halos-hos, melos-los tuloy na pamilya sasabihin ko. Si halos-hos. Yun. Yung tatay at saka yung anak. Yung pala may-ari ng tape.
Oo. Yung nakakulong dati.
Oo, yung nakakulong dati.
Oo, dahil pedophilia yan eh, di ba? Pedophilia yan. Oo.
Ang inano niya menor de edad.
Correct. Ang nagpa-absuelto niyan di ba si Era pang nagpa-absuelto niyan eh. Nabigyan ng presidential.
Kung pare helap.
Oo, ng presidential pardon. Yan.
Oo. Basta kung pare helap, wala problema eh.
Kasama rin ang mga kasama diyan nasa ibang bansa na rin si Ruby Rodriguez. Kasama rin diyan. Si Jericho Rosales kasama rin diyan. Di ba? So mabigat na hindi natin maaalala yung mga
ang sikat ngayon talaga at bukang bibig. Bawal judgmental.
Oo, bawal ang judgmental.
Bawal judgmental.
Kaya ang ganda nung segment na yun eh. 'Di ba? Ang ganda ng segment na yun.
Bawal judgmental.
Sabi nga ni Mildred dito, we've grown up po with the Itbulaga around us. Itbulaga is where TVJ and the rest of the co-hosts. That's the fact. Synonymous yun eh.
Kung 43 years old ka, ibig sabihin, buong buhay mo.
Kasama kay Itbulaga.
Kasama kay Itbulaga.
Oo. Grabe.
Galing.
Tindi, no?
Sana umabot din tayo ng 43 years.
Teka muna, 34 na ako rito. And speaking about 34, maraming salamat po dun sa mga bumati sa akin itong ito lang kahapon.
Bakit?
Yesterday was
yeah.
yesterday officially
lang.
was my 34th year.
So technically, birthday nyo ulit.
Birthday ko ulit.
Let's go!
Imagine mo, baliktarin mo yan, 43 tayo. 43 ka.
Nagpatugtog pa ng happy birthday ni Yoyoy Bilyam itong mokong na to.
Birthday nyo ulit
Bawal
eh.
ang judgmental, ha?
Oh, hindi naman ako.
Bawal
Hindi
na
ako
judgmental.
Hindi. Maraming salamat for those people who remembered.
Shucks, magkakaedad tayo.
We remembered. Imagine mo, 34 years. Imagine mo, si Jean hindi pa pinapanganak. Pinanganak ka na.
Oo, ilang
Pinanganak ka na.
mga
2
16
weeks.
days.
2 weeks.
16 days old.
Oh, 16 days old.
Oh my gosh.
16 days old, nag-uumpisa na po ako magprograma dito sa Hong Kong. Imagine niyo po yun.
Wow.
Oo.
Ano ka pa sa halo-halo?
Oo, di ba? Nag-umpisa. All these things, kaya nga sinasabi ko, alam niyo po, hindi naman of course, wala ho tayong comparison sa Itbulaga, no?
Oo.
But we also knew how it felt to be kicked out of a radio station. Yan. Tanungin mo dyan kay Tita Kerry. Oo, alam niya yon. Yan ang matindi dyan. Di ba? We knew how it felt na
Yung
papa.
bigla kang tatanggalin.
Hindi lang yon.
Oo.
What's so amazing nung nangyari na yon, hindi na ho kami pinapasok. Wala ho kaming chance magpaalam.
Oo. Hindi tayo nakapagpaalam sa
Grabe
bandang
yun.
Ah.
So dati wala ka naman pwedeng puntahan. Walang social media eh.
Oo. Wala.
Walang social
Wala,
media
no?
noon. In fact, nagpa-press con pa nga ako noon. I used my personal money para magpa-press con, dalhin lahat ng mga advertisers namin at that particular time in order to let them know na hindi namin sila iiwanan.
Wow.
Yeah.
True.
That's how it happened to us. That was exactly 29 years ago.
Wow.
Nung nauna na ano ho kami. Imagine mo yung gusto naming pumasok, wala na, hindi na kami pinapasok. And then suddenly someone just went on air
Oo.
on our time slot. Oo, totoo yun.
May pumalit sa amin.
Muntik na ako magmura.
Totoo talaga yun.
Grabe.
Without shock kami doon. We were totally shocked. Di ba?
Babae siya.
Babae siya.
Babae.
Babae.
Oo. Babae siya.
Yun yung sinasabi ko sa iyo. Parang na-shock kami. Siyempre, anong gagawin namin noon? We were all in one location. Sa bahay. Sa bahay pa yun. We were listening to that lady at that time slot.
Filipino ano din? Hindi.
Pinoy!
What?
Pinoy din.
Ang sakit sa puso.
Pinoy
Diba?
din.
It was also a Filipino show?
Kaya nararamdaman natin yung yung feeling na yung matagal ka, tas mahal mo yung trabaho.
Yes!
Mahal mong magsilbi.
Imagine mo
mahal
yun.
mong magpakaya.
Imagine mo, we were not able to do anything at all. Wala kaming ano nun.
Oo. Pero salamat sa Metro Plus, ha?
Dito, grabe yun. Yung when we kind of lie low for a while, pumunta ako dito sa Metro. I spoke to the previous management nun. Binigyan kami ng Sunday slot, di ba? Sunday pa lang nun. Sunday slot. And I remember, sa may McDonald's pa kami kasi nakikita kami sa labas eh.
Nakikita kami ng tao.
Oo, nakikita kami ng tao na yun.
At
Imagine.
pinuntahan pa tayo dyan ni Richard Gomez.
Correct.
Di ba?
Correct.
Yung sa
Palibasa lalaki.
Ano ba sa lalaki?
Oo.
Oh.
And then after nun, nag-on air kami, 'di ba? Walang walang publicity noon. Basta nag-on air lang kami. And when we went on air, na-shock yung management. Dati telepono lang eh. So lahat nung 5 lines namin, umiilaw yun, oh.
At salamat ng marami na mula noon hanggang ngayon kasama pa rin.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Imagine niyo po yun.
may mga nawala na nakasama natin. Gaya ni Egay. Diba?
Oo. Marami na. There's so many people who have come and gone. And like, hindi ko ito, there's no, definitely, ulitin ko po, there's no comparison of Itbulaga and us. But we also had our journey. And all I can say is that people have come and gone in the show and may mga bago tayo. And then, yan na. Umusbong na si DJ Jean.
Umusbong.
Oo, si DJ The Big J, di ba? Marami na ho talaga eventually have been part of from Halo-Halo to Philippines Tonight, ngayon Pinoy Tayo Sanman.
Yes.
MJK na nga ngayon eh.
Bakit MJK?
Ano MJK?
Michael Jean Carey.
MJK. Meron na rin siya. May acronym na rin siya, di ba? May acronym na rin siya.
AMJ.
Oo.
Hindi naman kapot, di ba?
O, tingnan mo, kasama pa si Casimir Bouquet. Naalala mo yun?
Oo,
Casimir Bouquet.
Oo.
Bukayo.
Bukayo.
Casimiro Bukayo.
Oo, ano yun? Binindisyonan at pinangalanan ni Tita Kerry yun.
Oo,
Si Cass. Oo.
nasa States na yun, ha? Di ba? Wala na tayong balita. May balita ka ba?
He is now, ano na siya? Kaklasiko yun, ano? He was my classmate in Ateneo. No? Yeah! Yes!
Hi!
Oo. He was my classmate in Ateneo and then napunta siya dito sa Hong Kong because he was a scholar of the Asian Development Bank for his masters at the Hong Kong University for Urban Design.
Oh.
And then, he worked here and so on and so forth. Then he was part of the show. And then he eventually left for the States dahil kinuha siya yung partner nung kanilang firm doon. Now he's based in Miami, Florida.
Wow.
Wow!
Yes.
May lukring pa raw. Sino yan?
Si Lucring, meron
si
din.
Lucring! Oo, si Lucrecia.
Si Lucrecia.
Lucrecia.
Si Cass daw yung crush ng bayan noon.
Oo.
Hindi talaga namang
Oo.
Puging-ging.
Yes.
Oo.
Ito mo,
Si Casimir Bukayo.
ang daming mga, ano din natin, yung mga loyal fans.
Wow.
Alam mo, bigla na paalala si Lucring. Oo nga, no? Si Lucrecia.
Yung pogi noon, Kuya Mike, anong name niya? Marami ba sila?
Saan? Sa amin dito?
Oo.
Hindi ko na maalala eh.
Sabi ni Tita Jess, may pogi daw. Sino doon?
Tsaka si Jun.
Oo. Si ano naman yon ano tawag dito? Ano pangalan nun? Hindi, yun yung pinalitan ni Tita Kerry.
Tita Pedrina
Si
siya.
si Pedrina. Tita Pedrina.
Tita Pedrina.
Yes. Ay,
Tita
nako.
Pedrina.
See? Ang dami po.
Wow. Imagine mo yung mga memories
So
na
meron
yan,
din, may part din po kayo dito. I mean, we also had a part in your lives and we continue to do that. And as I said, nagpalit ho kami ng pangalan 3 times.
Yeah.
Right?
Oo nga, no? Halo-halo.
Oo.
Iba pa.
Philippines
Tapos,
Tonight Show.
Philippines Tonight Show. Ngayon, Pinoy Tayo Sanman.
The reason why it became
Huwag niyo daw
Philippines Tonight
kalimutan
Show.
si Attorney Aga.
Si Attorney Aga. Kasama rin
Kaya sa
natin.
Attorney Aga,
Oo.
tagal natin kasama.
Attorney Aga. Si Attorney Claire.
Ay,
May
diba?
doktor pa tayo noon, di ba? Si Dr. Mike.
Si Dr. Mike. Pinsan kong buo yun.
Oo.
Diba?
Kaya pala kayo na pagkakamalang Doc Mike.
It's all in the family.
That's true.
Yeah.
Masarap nga sana magkaroon ulit tayo ng mga gano'n na ng makatulong.
Yes,
public
yes.
service.
Well, tuloy-tuloy ang pagtulong natin dito sa ating programa. And it's nice to reminisce also our 34 years in the business. Anyway, babalikan po kayo tomorrow with Tita Kerry. Tita Cares, maraming salamat. We'll see you again
Mama
tomorrow.
Chup Chup!
Ingat.
See you soon!
Malapit na si Tita Kerry.
Bumalik.
We'll see you again. Huwag po kayo alis. More to come sa ating
Bye,
programa. Derek, maraming salamat. Yan, si Derek, oh. Yan!
Parang
Love you guys.
Bye.
See ya. Babalik po kami.
Love you
Makalipas lang po ang
guys. Love you,
ating
Hong Kong.
balita. Don't go away.
Metro Plus, a service of Metro Broadcast. Now the news with Jeanette Gaius.
Argentina's Celeste Saulo was appointed to head the UN Weather Agency, beating 3 other candidates, including one from China. The World Meteorological Organization, or WMO, website shows Saulo as a vice president of the Geneva-based organization and director of Argentina's Meteorological Service. A WMO spokesperson said she obtained the required 2/3 majority from countries in the first round of voting. Sympathizers of a young woman given a lengthy prison sentence for participating in attacks on neo-Nazis and other right-wing extremists held protests and scuffled with police in some German cities after the verdict. The Dresden State Court convicted Lina E. of membership in a criminal organization and serious bodily harm. She was sentenced to 5 years and 3 months in prison. Several hours later, the court said she had been released under unspecified conditions after having spent some 2.5 years in custody before the verdict. Prosecutors accused the student of militant extreme left ideology and conceiving the idea of attacks on far-right individuals in Leipzig and nearby towns. 3 men are alleged to have joined her by the end of 2019. The court in Dresden sentenced them to between 27 months and 39 months in prison. Shortly after the verdict, Germany's top security official said federal and state police would act decisively if there was far-left violence in the coming weeks. Russia's most powerful mercenary, Yevgeny Prigozhin, said his Wagner group would fight on in Ukraine if his men got a separate section of the front without having to defend on clowns who ran swaths of the Russian armed forces. Celebrating his 62nd birthday on Thursday at a training camp, Prigozhin also confirmed that his men would finally leave the eastern Ukrainian city of Bakhmut on June 5th after handing it to the Russian army. The Wagner mercenaries captured the devastated city in late May after months of grinding warfare. He then engaged in a detailed description of the prosthetic legs which his wounded men have received, including those who continued to fight. Prigozhin said his men wanted to rest at camps in Russian-controlled Ukraine for around a month, and then things would become clearer. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said he would soon travel to Turkey to discuss Sweden's NATO membership in a bid to close a process that has been delayed due to objections from member countries Turkey and Hungary. Speaking during a 2-day meeting of NATO foreign ministers in Oslo, Stoltenberg said he had spoken earlier this week to Tayyip Erdogan, who at the weekend won re-election as Turkey's president. With Turkish elections over and Erdogan winning another term as president, some NATO foreign ministers expressed optimism Ankara would now lift its objections to Stoltenberg's bid to join the military alliance. Turkey ratified Finland's NATO accession in March, but says Sweden harbor members of militant groups it considers terrorists. Uganda's president, Yoweri Museveni, has defended signing one of the world's harshest anti-LGBTQ laws, with punishments up to and including the death penalty, saying it was needed to prevent LGBTQ community members he said were disoriented from recruiting others. His comments were the first since he signed the bill into law, triggering widespread Western criticism, including threats by U.S. President Joe Biden and others to cut aid to Uganda and impose other sanctions. The law stipulates capital punishment for serial offenders and for transmission of a terminal illness like HIV/AIDS through gay sex and for having same-sex relations with a person with a disability. It also decrees a 20-year sentence for promoting homosexuality. Museveni told his party's lawmakers that before signing the law that he had consulted widely to try to determine whether homosexuality was genetic and that he had been persuaded by experts that it was not, and described it instead as psychological disorientation. The law also imposes a life sentence for same-sex intercourse and a 20-year sentence for promotion of homosexuality.
Metro Plus weather.
Mainly cloudy with a few showers. Showers will be heavier over some areas with thunderstorms at first tomorrow. The minimum temperature will be about 27 degrees, very hot with sunny periods during the day, with a maximum temperature of around 33 degrees. There will be light winds. Relative humidity stands at 76%. For the outlook, sunny intervals and a few showers in the following few days. Hot during the day. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your Connect.
There are reasons to be happy everywhere you go in Hong Kong. Enjoy local and global cuisines and have fun along the way. Get immersed in the world of light, shows and carnivals. Joyful moments for all. Want to explore special bazaars? They are just around the corner. Pop culture? Victoria Harbour is our stage. Happiness is all around you. Come and join us. Taste the joy, share the fun. Happy Hong Kong.
Metro Plus AM 1044 presents John Bon Jovi on Life.
Life is for the living. You have to make the most of it.
On Family.
Live your life with your family, with your friends, with your music. But always live your life without drugs. Because living your life with drugs means you have no life at all.
Life with drugs. No life at all.
Balik po tayo sa ating programa at 6 minutes past the hour of 9 and welcome to another edition ng ating programa. And sa araw na ito, of course, di na siguro lingid sa inyong kaalaman that what happened was that yesterday? No, not yesterday. I think that was Tuesday when I did that vlog na request ni Father Jay, I don't want to sort of go through the whole process one more time, but gusto ko lang pong, I just like to reiterate, and I know that most of you are, sang-ayon naman po kayo dun sa sitwasyon. No? Some people may not. Some people were saying na there's samot-saring mga comments and information regarding that particular thing. But there's only one thing that I'd like to emphasize, and just to make it clear, that sandali, because I need to read this to sa inyo. At least you know that what we're saying to you is hindi po ito gawa-gawa or there's walang pinagbabasihan. Okay? And I'm sure that a lot of our kababayans who mentioned it also there, na yung bumibisita po. We have organizations, individuals who visit our fellow OFWs in the wards of different hospitals in Hong Kong, specifically public hospitals. And they're aware of this particular thing. But let me also re-emphasize that there are rules and regulations to any public and private buildings that needs to be addressed. And lalo-lalo na sa Hong Kong, very, very, they're very, careful sa mga ganyang sitwasyon. And in fact, sasabihin nga dito, normally, even in parks, sinasabi nung iba na, bakit naman ganyan sila ka-stricto na hindi pwede ganito, ganyan. The reason given is because of insurance purposes. Kaya may mga certain restrictions po sila. That things cannot be done at that particular point. Okay? So, pinag-uusapan po natin dito, for those people who were not able to actually listen to the vlog, is that in a nutshell, may sumulat sa ating chaplaincy for Filipino migrants na pinangungunahan po ni Father J. Francis Flandes, SVD. Siya po yung namumuno ng nitong chaplaincy na ito para sa ating community. At nang dahil dito sa sitwasyon na ito, let me just make it clear na meron pong isang pastoral worker. Pag sinabi po natin pastoral worker, hindi lamang po ito kasapi ng ating komunidad. These pastoral workers can be part of the Archdiocese of the Diocese of Hong Kong. Mm-hmm. Pag sinabi po natin ng ganun, is that these people can be working with the diocese na sila din po ay bumibisita. Mm-hmm. Okay? So, pag may mga bumibisita, meron lang may mga permiso yan mula doon sa mga ospital and through non-government organizations that deal with situations like these, di ba? Kagaya meron tayong prison visits.
Yes.
Specific organizations lang ang inaalaw doon.
Yes.
Di ba? That they can visit regularly. Kasi kadalasan po, if it's just individual to individual, you cannot visit Tandaan niyo po ito, you cannot visit yung mga correctional facilities if your name is not
On the
added
list.
doon
Oo.
sa listahan
Yes.
ng mga binibisita. Okay. Similarly, sa mga hospital, ganun din.
Yep.
'Di ba? Kung hindi po kayo relative or hindi po kayo kilala nung tao na 'yon and you're not part of a pastoral ministry that visits yung mga hospital, ganun din 'yon. Okay? So, let me just make it clear dito. There is under the this is in aid of legislation. This is not just kumbaga, rules and regulation of the hospital authority. This is it is legislated under
The law.
the mini constitution of Hong Kong. And this is under the provision of prohibition of certain acts in hospitals.
Okay.
Okay? Nakalagay dito, number 1, no person shall in a hospital have in his possession or under his custody or control any animals, birds, and fish. Ganun yan. Okay? So, sunod-sunod po itong information na ito. All the way to letter G. Okay? So, letter G, it says here, take any photograph or film or video picture whereby any ward in a hospital is thereby depicted without the consent of a member of the staff whose consent shall not be withheld unless annoyance is disturbances to a patient or prejudice to medical treatment of a patient thereby caused or likely be caused. Very simple yun. Diba? So, gaya ng sinasabi natin, though sometimes I have questions na bakit hindi pa pwede. Meron yun eh. Diba?
Meron.
There's questions there na bakit hindi pa pwede and so on and so forth. So, yung mga kababayan po natin na who are taking pictures in a ward without the permission and then post it on social media is illegal. Tandaan niyo po ito this is not just a kumbaga panuntunan ng hospital authority. This is a legislation.
Due to
Batas po
privacy.
ito. Oo. This is because of privacy issues also. Tandaan niyo po yun. Aside from yung privacy is one thing. Pero ito talaga legislated po ito for the hospitals.
Yes.
Okay? In protection doon sa sino mang pasyente. Una yon. Hindi pa kasama dito yung privacy noong taong involved dito sa sitwasyon na ito.
Yes.
Okay? So let us make that clear. So, if you're saying na may mga lumalabas, because I saw one post earlier which is in relation to what we were talking about yesterday, if you have any concerns about that, yung may sumulat na this person is thanking this particular organization or individual doon sa ginagawa nilang outreach, that's not a problem. Labas po yun doon sa pinag-uusapan dito that involves the act inside the premise of the hospital or any government entity. So, dalawa po yung tinitingnan po natin dito. 'Di ba? Yung legislative information na nilabas doon regarding that. And, of course, the privacy. Tandaan nyo po, privacy here is highly, 'di ba? Is always highly and priority po yan dito. Kaya nga lagi po namin nire-remind sa inyo that you cannot just give any phone number. Any phone number of an individual
without
and
their
using
consent.
that number. Na, sige, bigay ko na lang sa iyo. Sino ka ba? Hindi, kilala ko siya. Sige, ito, take telephone.
No,
you cannot actually do
bawal
that.
yun.
Bawal po yun. No? Hindi ho
Yes.
pwede yun. It's not that we're trying to protect anybody's interest, but under the law, bawal po yun. So, kinakailangan yun normally what happens is this. Especially ako. If somebody asks someone this particular number, kagaya nun, kay Tita Kerry, di ba? Even though na yung phone number niya has remained public, specifically yung WhatsApp niya, before, kung nakalimutan nyo na dahil si Tita Kerry has left, and you don't know whether that phone number is still active, I will still have to ask permission from him.
Yes.
Kung pwede ko nang ibigay ulit.
Yes.
Before I actually give it out.
Yep.
So, ganun po dapat yung sasabihin niya. Kung sa Pilipino, okay lang yan. Pinoy naman tayo. Wala namang connection sa atin ito eh. Hindi ho pa pwede yun. That's not possible. You're not supposed to be doing that.
Yes.
Alalahanin niyo po yun. You are also protecting not only the interest of the owner of the number, but also you're protecting your interest. Sakaling at the end, hindi pala, ayaw pala noong, let's say, si Tita Kerry, ang example natin, ayaw niyang ibigay niya yung number mo sa ibang tao, pwede kanyang kasuhan.
See, actually, totoo yun.
Okay? So you have to be very careful in that.
Always.
This actually goes through with everything from your number to where you live, 'di ba? To the things that you do. 'Di ba? Kasama 'yon. Dito ngayon pumapasok yung doxing na tinatawag nila.
Yung nagpo-post na lang kayo ng basta-basta about information about other people.
Correct. Okay?
That's already harassing eh. Kahit sabihin mong scammer yung tao, expose nyo na yan. Ooh, careful.
So, tandaan nyo po yun. Ano? Maliban sa batas sa Pilipinas, which is active na yan.
Yes.
In the Philippines, no? Yung tinatawag nating, ano tawag dito? I don't know how they call it in the Philippines, but dito ang tawag dyan, anti-doxing law.
Yes.
There has already been an individual na kinasuhan, na prove na guilty, nakulong po siya.
Yes.
Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin ng anti-doxing law? Explain it again. Yan. Para at least ma-explain po natin. No? And we can make this really something para naiintindihan nyo po. And let me just make it clear that when it was brought to my attention regarding dito sa isang individual na mismo yung employer niya, right, ang nag-question doon sa legality noong ginawa ng organisasyon or ng individual. Let me just make it clear. It is not the concern anymore ng only of the community.
Yes.
It has already surpassed beyond the Filipino community.
Kasi natap na rin ng ano.
Amo kasama na doon.
Yes.
Right? So let's just make this clear. Yo.
Okay. So according dun sa dito sa Hong Kong, no, there are 2 tiers yung structure niya. Yung first, the summary offense is disclosing any personal data of a data subject without the relevant consent of the data subject. So, ibig sabihin, yung katulad ng sinabi ni Kuya Mike earlier, maglalabas kayo ng information nila without them knowing. So, phone number, saan sila nagtatrabaho, address. And the disclosure, yung naglabas, has an intent to cause any specified harm or is being reckless as to whether any specified harm would be caused or would likely be caused to the data subject or any family member. So kahit sabihin mong, ay alam mo ba itong taong to? And then suddenly biglang dinumog yung tao with hate mail, with threats.
Or kumbaga may
that's your fault
na sa kanya and so on and so forth.
Kasalanan nyo yun.
Because nag-umpisa yung what preceded after the act.
Yung
diba?
kasi,
yung sumunod doon sa ginawa
yung
ninyo?
naging effect.
Yun, kaya liable po kayo doon. Diba?
Ayun.
Maganda yung tanong dito ni Dory, no? Paano po yung pinost ng isang amo na may picture at ng Hong Kong ID ng at yung face ng isang helper na sinasabing wag i-hire ito. The helper can actually file a complaint regarding this particular matter. Pwede ho kayong lumapit sa pulis. If they can actually show evidence na nilabas yun and what the information na nakalagay doon is really true, then it's not true. No? Kumbaga alleged na sinabi sa kanya pero walang katotohanan, then she can file a case against kung sino man yung nag-post na yun. Employer, kaibigan, and so on and so forth. Right? Tandaan niyo po yun. Kaya nga, may nagtanong din sa akin, bakit yung mga employer pwede bang gawin yon? Now, ako naman, ang explanation ko dyan is this let me just, ito akin po ito, no? This is my 10 cents worth. Yes, we can actually file, kasi kino-compare the situation was that, bakit ang employer pwede nilang gawin? Tayo, hindi natin pwedeng gawin. Let me just make it clear to you. Wala hong pwedeng gumawa nun. Simple lang ho yun. No? Either employer ang gumawa nun or tayo yung gumawa nun. Both of us are liable to whatever actions we did.
Yes.
Tandaan niyo po yun.
Into.
Okay? So kung mayroon nagpalabas sa inyo, paninirang puri po yun, you can actually file a complaint against that particular person or organization. Pwede yun.
Yep.
Right? Let's just make that very clear. No one is siding with whom. Tatandaan niyo po dito sa Hong Kong, pantay ang batas.
Yes.
It's just a matter of trying to
Proof.
making sure that you prove yung pangyayaring iyon at pwede po talagang ilaban po yan sa harap ng hukom. Pwede yan.
Yes.
So just remember that. Okay? So let's not be blinded by kung ano yung nangyayari sa Pilipinas, nangyayari din dito. Okay? Here, you know that even kung gusto nyo mag-terminate, both parties can do
terminate.
that.
Oh.
Right? As long as you follow the provisions that are stated in the contract. So, pantay-pantay po tayo, in fact. No? So, tandaan nyo po yun. Ngayon, dito sa mga sitwasyon na ito, sometimes akala natin, hindi naka-register naman to sa Pilipinas yung aking ano. Tandaan nyo, the social media doesn't have any more boundaries.
Wala na. Oo.
Because every country now has come up with their own provision and laws, di ba, to protect the interest of the public sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. So mag-ingat po kayo. May kamay na bakal na po ang ipaiiral dito sa mga sitwasyon na ganito. Hindi na tayo pwedeng magtago. 'Di ba? Kahit ulitin ko, kahit nang gumawa ka pa ng 10 accounts. Yung accounts na yon lumalabas lang sa isang protocol address.
IP address.
IP address. Okay?
And that can be traced back to you.
To you. Tandaan niyo po, every time we do any surfing, sending emails, everything, may layers po kasi yan eh.
Yeah.
Tandaan niyo po yun. Before you even open anything, as soon as you turn on the internet, meron na ho kayong protocol. And that IP address, internet protocol address, let me just put in mind, this is unique to you alone. Okay? It's only unique to you alone. Kahit na sa ibang lugar, kahit na nasa ibang lupalop ka na, it will be unique to you. Tandaan mo po yun. So, paano? Hindi naman ako malalaman dyan eh.
Akala nyo lang yun.
Magpapalit ako ng telepono ko.
Hindi magpalit ka ng telepono. Same naman yung data mo.
Same naman yung data mo.
Same naman kayo nagkabit ng wifi.
Correct. So, as far as that is
it's like sinasabi nyong nakatira kayo sa bahay, hindi papalitan ko yung TV ko. Saan kayo nakatira? Doon pa rin. Ganun po. Like, literally, when you say IP address, yun yung online address nyo. Yun yung parang longitude and latitude nyo.
Whether nandito ka sa Kowloon, pumunta ka ng New Territories, pumunta ka ng Hong Kong side, everywhere you go, every transmittal, every surf that you do, that's the IP address.
Yeah.
So hindi tayo makakawala. Wala talaga tayong kawala as far as that is concerned. Some people, paano naman yung iba yung nag-hack? Well, that's ano yan eh, 'di ba? That's an art.
It's an art.
Okay? They do that by coming up with simple terms to simply explain to you yung tinatawag nating virtual protocol network. Yung VPN, 'di ba? Gumagamit po sila noon. There are different layers to that, but as sophisticated as yung mga kinauukulan, di ba? O kapulisan,
Oo.
they can easily,
Advanced na kasi yun. So,
Oo.
medyo hindi na natin
we
matatap
can't
yun.
go beyond that
Oo.
anymore.
Unless we're hackers, which we are
Correct.
not.
But overall,
Yes.
there are already softwares that can easily go through that.
Yes.
So there's
So true.
yung sinasabi nilang, hindi naman ako nakikita sa CCTV. That's what you think. We don't know that. Diba? So you have to be very careful in anything that you do pertaining to your personal data. Yun ang lagi natin sasabihin sa inyo. Because aside from that, if pwedeng lumukso pa ng isa, kaya madali na ho yung tinatawag nating chances na nasa scam po tayo. 'Di ba? Yung phishing ito. This is when phishing came about. Hindi po ito yung phishing ng pangwiwit.
PH.
Almost similar to that effect.
Kasi may bait talaga
May
siya.
bait talaga siya, no? And of course, we can't hide from it also. Okay? So, sa mga sitwasyon ng ganito, let's just be aware of how we can also protect ourselves sa mga situation na ito. Mahirap po yan talaga. I will honestly tell you na if you have interests in going through the process of finding the people you want to find, lalo na kung ang pinag-uusapan naman natin lagi dito, utang eh. Diba? And then you use social media and devour them. Kumbaga, kulang na lang diba, lunukin nyo po sila.
That's not the way to go,
And
to be honest.
masasabi ko lang po sa inyo, things like that, there's no way that that person is gonna pay you. Because you've already gone beyond what is necessary. The most important thing siguro, kailangan naman nating matutunan sa ganitong sitwasyon, wag na ho kayong magpautang. Okay? And nowadays, when we say about, tama yung sinasabi ni Tita Kat, nowadays, when we talk about privacy, there's hardly any privacy anymore.
And to be honest, there's no such thing as privacy on the internet.
Yes.
There's none. Yung sinasabi niyong, naka-private naman ako eh.
Wala po yun.
Okay, naka-private ka nga, but then, ilang tao yung nasa account mo? Ilang taong friend mo? Ilang tao yung ano? And hindi nyo lang napapansin, kahit sabihin mong naka-private ka, sabihin mo for friends only, if you look deeper, especially on Facebook,
Layers
yung friends of friends, makakakita pa rin eh. So, saan dun yung private?
Correct. And the reason why sasabihin nila, friend ko naman sila eh. Yeah, but how many of your friends that you bring and accept
Are actually
your friends really?
Or maybe they're just curious. Diba?
So, mahirap po yung sitwasyon ninyo. Hindi naman sinasabi natin na mas malawak yung dami ng tao sa inyo na nakikinig o maraming nagfa-follow sa inyo is not necessarily good for you.
What we're trying to say here is be careful about the information and the content that you put out. Yun eh. Hindi lahat dapat nasa social media.
Correct.
The less you put out, the better.
And the less, the more you converse with individuals na nakaharap kayo sa isa't isa, yun, mas ano po yun. Actually, that's even safer now. Na yung nag-uusap kayo, you meet in a coffee shop, you have a nice time.
Totoo.
Diba? And you chit-chat until wee hours in the morning, whether it's with a cup of coffee or bottles of beer.
Yeah.
Walang problema ho yun
Because let's go back to the 90s.
Yeah, that's even safer. Kasi as far as that is concerned, yung pagiging marites nyo happens to be within that picture.
And screenshot. You know, there's a lot of quote-unquote receipts.
Correct.
That will trace back to you.
Tingnan nyo po yung ano nyo. Tingnan nyo po yung phones ninyo.
Oo, makikipag-away pa kayo, you scroll back. Nung ito yung sinabi mo, naalala mo ba yan? Ayan, nagsusumbatan na sila.
So sa mga ganong sitwasyon pa lang, alam nyo po, when you take a screenshot, there's a legend at the back. At the bottom. The time, the date, where that picture was taken.
Yes.
Right?
Sobrang
And ngayon, if you've noticed, tingnan nyo yung mga telepono nyo, it already has a folder. Yung screenshots, meron na siya.
Yes.
Meron na po siyang folder. So you can't hide away from what you're doing now. Wala na ho yun. So, if people are saying, "Oh, you're encroaching into my privacy,"
What privacy?
are you talking about?
There's no such thing as privacy anymore.
Wala na po yan.
Again, never. There was never privacy on the internet. Parang we were just talking about this nga lang, diba, the other day about not having phones on the table. Like, if you're meeting people talaga, I've been doing a habit of it with my friends then when we see each other. It's either, kaya nga si Kuya Mike, kapag hindi siya nakakarinig sa akin for couple of hours, means I'm with someone. Ganun yun. So, it's either the phone is just nakatabi lang or it's literally inside the bag.
And in fact, you also have to put respect where respect is due.
Yeah.
Pag when people have their own time, you have to ask permission first. Okay ka ba? Is there any way we can talk? And just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Kung hindi sila sumagot, then that means may ginagawa
sila.
At their importance, at their time.
Oo.
Tandaan niyo
Don't
po yun.
impose yours.
In fact, we were just talking about this, I think, yesterday. No? It's so funny because I've had, there's so many things that I've been doing recently. And I've been looking at every week you have,
every
diba?
day actually.
You have
Screen time.
Screen time. Tapos ina-accumulate nila yan. At the end of the week, they report it.
And then makikita mo kung which app.
Correct. Which app that you're spending so much time with and so on and so forth.
And data, ganyan.
Ngayon, and nakikita nyo po yun, you might not, be aware of that because to you, that's nothing.
Oo.
Pero ako, I've seen it that in the past 4 weeks, I have literally, from my earlier times, siguro about a month ago, but I wasn't aware of much of that until recently kasi nagpa-pop up sa screen mo yun eh. Diba? Sa home screen mo, nagpa-pop up yun eh. And because I'm using most of my stuff sa bahay is all about Apple. So, nagpa-pop up din sa screen ko yun sa lahat ng connected na mga gadgets ko that are actually within the same brand.
Yes.
I have actually put together with my phone, ang paggamit ko sa telepono ko has gone down 40%.
Imagine.
Tandaan niyo po yun. 40% po. Just imagine. That means if that's the case, then that means I'm doing much more outside of what I have been doing before.
On the phone.
Right? So tandaan niyo po yun. And that's a good thing.
Yes.
That's a good thing. Mahirap kasi when the phone dictates your life instead of you dictating the life of the phone.
Tama. Totoo yun.
Tandaan niyo po yun. And a huge majority I've seen, and this is what exactly we were talking about the other day. Dumating lang po ito, no? Bato-bato sa langit, tamaan mong magagalit. But I'm gonna continue this in my observation doon sa mga kababayan natin. And kayo na rin. Maybe it's an eye-opener to everyone. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Metro Plus weather.
Mainly cloudy with a few showers. Showers will be heavier over some areas with thunderstorms at first tomorrow. The minimum temperature will be about 27 degrees, very hot with sunny periods during the day, with a maximum temperature of around 33 degrees. There will be light winds. Relative humidity stands at 76%. For the outlook, sunny intervals and a few showers in the following few days. Hot during the day. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your connect.
The government has announced proposals on improving governance at the district level. The Chief and Deputy Chief Secretaries for Administration will personally lead and coordinate district governance. People of different experiences and professions who are familiar with district affairs may enter district councils through various channels. District councils will focus on district affairs and collect and reflect public views to better serve the people. Improve district administration, build a better community.
Para sa inyong kuro-kuro opinyon at katanungan, tawag lang sa 1-834-100. 1-834-100. Pwede ring i-text, WhatsApp or Viber sa 6641-8811. 6641-8811. O di kaya pwede rin sa aming messenger, PTSHK. That's PTSHK. Isama na rin nyo ang aming email, ptshk1044@gmail.com. ptshk1044@gmail.com. Siya nga pala, check nyo na rin ang aming Facebook community page, facebook.com/PinoyTayoSanman.
Balik po tayo sa ating programa 35 after 9.
Yes.
Final 25 with you on the first day of the month of June.
Happy Pride.
Oh, yes. It's the whole month ba?
It's the whole month.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Pride month.
So, ano na ba ngayon? Nadagdagan na ba yon?
Yung ano?
Yung Pride. So,
LGBTQ+.
plus.
Yeah.
Plus sign?
Yeah.
What does that mean, yung plus sign?
Kasi LGBT, right? So, lesbian,
Queer. No.
gay,
Bisexual.
bisexual,
LG, gay, bisexual.
trans,
Queer.
queer. Now, the plus would be pan, ace, fluid, basta, yun. Marami siya.
And
more.
At iba pa,
At iba pa,
basically. Yun.
oo.
Okay. Well, happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride!
Okay. So,
Okay.
basahin lang natin to sa kay Tita Kat.
Sabi niya, kaya nga offline ko ang net half day ko na lang inopen. Sabi ko, nasa labas ako, walang net, kaya hindi niyo ako agad makokontak. Mahirap na ibalik ang kahapon na hindi computer age.
Yes.
Well,
Very
it's hindi naman sa mahirap. I think it's more of discipline.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Yeah.
And then putting your mind na parang, when I do this, dapat, ganun.
So, okay. Let's get back to what I was saying kanina. Ano ba yun? Okay. What was I saying?
I don't know. Iba pa yung pinaparemind niya sa akin.
Iba pa yun. Iba pa yun. Oy, may nanonood sa atin all the way from Apayao.
Oo.
Okay.
Oh, hi. Okay.
At the Boondocks.
Okay.
If anyone can remind me of what I was just talking about.
I think we were still talking about privacy. And then we had this conversation
Taka mo na.
yesterday.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go with that
Naalala niyo
conversation. Okay. So, basically, happy birthday to To Miss
Okay. Raymiana Dunuan.
birthday niya today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Okay. So, anyway, sa mga kasamahan po natin, just to remind you na I was saying kanina, don't be dictated by your phones.
Yun.
Ikayo ang mag-dictate doon sa
Sa phone
telepono
nyo.
niyo. Okay. When I say this, I had two really great examples.
Yeah,
okay.
nakasalubong natin sila.
Yes.
Diyos ko.
Well, not only that. Yung nakasalubong natin is one story. But let me just make this clear. Normally, within the 3 days of the week, the first 3 days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I alternate that, whether I do my morning show Monday or Tuesday, or I do Tuesday, Wednesday. And because of that, that means maaga akong maalis na bahay. No?
Yeah.
And most of you are still asleep,
Yes.
right? Yung iba sa inyo naalimpungatan, but I'm already working.
Yeah.
So I'm actually here at the station. I wake up roughly about 4:45 to 5 o'clock. I kind of prepare myself. By 5:30, I'm out the door, right, to head here to the station to prepare for the news. First, to prepare for the shifting from 6 to 7 ng gabi. Ng umaga. Which is basically, yun yung shifting namin from the regular programming here to simulcast with our China partners.
Yes.
Balik ako ng 7 o'clock. I put back the thing. Sometimes you see me walking and doing my exercise between those times, 6 to 7, right? And I come back at 7 o'clock. So by 7 o'clock, sometimes, or depending on gaano ka-busy tayo dito, diba? Then I head home.
Yes.
Okay. Dito sa where I live, close to where I live, there's a school. May eskwelahan siya. So early in the morning, kung maaga ako aalis, after 7, I'm out the door. Wala pang mga estudyante nakapila.
Yeah.
So a little bit later, mga 7:15, 7:20, may pumipila na ng mga estudyante.
Right.
Okay. So, itong, if I'm not mistaken, either yesterday or Tuesday, there's 2 lines on the opposite side. Okay? Yung first line dito was there was a 2 girls na, yung isa may kasama siyang Pilipina.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious. So, dala-dala ng Pilipina, meron siyang isang bag, may mga pagkain, di ba? And yung kanyang alaga, nakapila na.
Yeah.
As soon as pumila nung alaga, tumalikod siya. Wala lang, parang yung alaga niya, tiningnan siya. Then, tumalikod lang siya. She walked all the way sa isang poste. She dropped the bag na hawak-hawak niya. Pag-drop niya ng bag niya, sabay kuha ng telepono, then she started looking at her phone. While on the other hand, meron naman nakapila on the other side, which is basically opposite nung gate nila. Okay? Kapwa nating Pilipina, her phone was dangling on, the phone was dangling, alam mo
yung strap ngayon, yeah.
Dangling in front of her, and you won't believe this. She did not leave yung kanyang alaga. And you know what ginagawa nila? They were talking all that time while she was on the line.
See? Wow.
So that's an example of a person being dictated by her phone, and the other person dictating
her phone.
Her phone.
Her use of the phone.
Her use of the phone.
Yun nga, we were talking about this Like once you, and this is true. This also happens to me. I admit that I'm on my phone most of the time. Kaya mabilis akong mag-reply kay Kuya Mike most of the time. Unless I'm with someone nga. So once you open, I have 3 specific apps that tama ba? 2 to 3 na I'm just like doom scrolling. When I say doom scrolling, once you start, that's the end. That's like, it's doomed.
Wala nang katapusan yun.
Yun. So, Twitter. Bubuksan ko si Twitter. Oh, okay, I saw this. And then I was like, oh, what's happening on IG? Okay, IG. And then, scroll. Uy, may bago. Like. And then, uy, saglit lang. Baka may nangyayari sa Twitter. Move back to Twitter. And you're like,
sunod na yun. Sunod na
but
po yun.
nothing's really happening. You're not talking to anyone.
And what's different about that is that hindi na nga related sa inyo ito eh.
Oo.
You're just going through that thing without any connection
without
with you.
any thought anymore.
Ano na yun? Para kayong robot na tumitingin lang. Kung ano yung nakikita nyong tama, book.
And it's as if you're trying to miss something that you don't know. Na parang, hala, baka may mamiss ako. Anong mamimiss nyo? Diba? If news is important, it will reach you the right way.
And if something is very important, then
they will contact
you. They
you.
will contact you. They will make sure that they will be part of that conversation and they want you to be part of that conversation.
Exactly.
Tandaan niyo po ito, no? Kasi kanina may tumatawid. No, was that kanina? Kahapon. May tumatawid po and we were just about to
We were talking about it.
Because you had a haircut
I had a
yesterday.
haircut. Yeah.
So yun yung sinasabi namin. Kasama niya yung alaga niya. She kept on looking at her phone. And I can see.
Yeah.
Yung phone niya was, nasa harap niya was all the apps. And there was nobody who was trying to call her. But she was still looking at her phone while dragging yung alaga niya tumatawid ng kalye.
Yes.
How relevant is the life of yung kasama mo? Is the life of the person that you're with is more important or looking at your
the phone
at the
na
phone
wala naman.
na wala namang nangyayari?
We're not telling you to switch off your phones. What we're trying to tell you here is to take time off your phone.
Yes.
Put it aside.
Correct.
Put it aside. Katulad, like, ayan, Tita Alpha, never niyang i-off yung because may tumatawag. That's a given. Then just put it, like, wag mo na lang siyang i-silent.
Oh, wala naman
Diba?
akong
Wala
problema.
namang dun eh.
As I said, wala naman kami sinasabi na completely you get away with it.
Yeah.
Wala yun because you can't do that anymore.
No,
right?
no. You go off-grid, di
Diba?
nagpanik ang tao.
Exactly, di ba?
Isang araw na siyang hindi nag-contact.
Exactly, di ba? So, as far as that is concerned, but the most important thing is having control.
On when to use it, how to use it, why you're using it.
Yes. Kasi at the end of the day, tandaan niyo po yun, it's not that you lose out o nawawalan kayo doon ng parang...
Yung fear of missing out.
Ito nga yung,
FOMO.
isa rin yung pinag-uusapan namin ito The reason why I kind of question this particular thing. And DJ Jin actually opened me up into this reality. Okay? Basahin lang muna natin. Gigi Bolja.
Sabi niya, relate ako dyan. Sinundo ko alaga ako noon, tapos sabi ni lalaki, antayin niyo ako sa harap ng building. Yung pala, nagbago isip ni lalaki. Kami ng alaga ko, nag-uusap, sipi ko nasa loob ng bag ko. Yun pala, nag-text yung amo niyang lalaki dati. Hanggang nasa harap na namin ang amo niyang lalaki. Ayan, si Tita Kat, Facebook account at messenger lamang siya. Basta work si ako, then meron akong time para dyan. Sabi ni Tita Emmy, ay, may iba pa nga dyan na pag hindi ka nag-like sa post niya, nagagalit. Diyos ko Lord, hindi lang phone lagi ang inaatupag kasi nasa kusina si Tita Emmy. Exactly.
So, yun na nga di ba? The likes and the comments are always your focus.
Yeah.
Di ba? Pinag-uusapan lang nga namin to ni DJ
Yung
Jin
affirmation.
Yung affirmation.
Kanina.
Di ba?
Oo, we were talking, like parang we have come to a point na we, ano ba yung tamang term? We depend. Yung mood natin.
Will
yung
depend
on if someone liked your post, if someone commented on your post, yung ganyan. Or if like, kasi uso ngayon, totoo to, nakikita ko to, yung mga subtweeting. When you say subtweeting, they won't reply to your post mismo, pero magpaparinig sila. Yan yung mga nangyayari ngayon. So, subtweeting, parang magpaparinig or magbe-bait sila para mapansin yung post nila ng crush nila or someone they like, mga ganyan. Or just magpapansin lang. And if hindi siya na-like or na-commentan, feeling nila invalidated na yung feelings nila.
And that becomes, yun yung masakit doon, di ba? Diyan po nagsisimula yung anxiety.
Anxiety, depression.
Oo, kasi nga hindi na sila nabibigyan noong kaukulang supposedly check or
napansin.
thumbs up or a heart or a hug, di ba? Dahil hindi na sila napansin.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, yun po ang hirap ng social media. And if we're not ready for that, I don't know how we will be ready for the next generation of what other things is yet to come.
That's true.
Kaya nga yung sinasabi natin na it's good to be part and communicate.
It made it easier for us to
relate with other or to be
or to be part of another community.
Relatable to another community, relatable to our family, relatable to
somewhere
our
else,
kids,
yeah.
pamangkin,
To
ako,
communicate
diba?
with them.
So perfect po yun. But I think that's what it is all about. That's why it was called a phone. In order for us to communicate. Not to wait in front of the phone and let that thing dictate us. Yun yung pinakamahirap dyan. Sabi ni Tita Babes nga dito, CP ko palaging naka-silent. Work. Palaging
no friends, no relatives, just news, PTS lang. Ayan.
Si Tita Jezebel.
Sabi niya, lalo na ngayon na pwede na kumita sa SOCMED, like Reels, kaya dami nakatutok ngayon sa cellphone. But then that's not your job.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Well, if you want to add to that, that's not
fine.
a problem.
Pero
diba?
to make it as your primary.
Alam mo yun, napansin ko lang, that it doesn't mean that the more you post, the more you get active. No. It's about the post that you do.
The content.
And the content.
Yes.
Tandaan niyo po yun.
Tita Dory, like sa iba na nagwa-walking ng dog, nakatutok sa phone habang naglalakad. Kaya minsan hindi na nila nakikita na umiihi na yung dog. Hinihila niya naman. Kawawa yung aso. Kaya ang amo ko, sinasabihan ako na kung pwede daw na iwasan ko mag-phone habang naglalakad, nilalakad ko simulan. Kasi nakikita niya sa iba. Yung iba tumatambay lang sa isang lugar.
And then, yung tumatambay sa ibang lugar, nakaupo na yon.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of you staying out? Is walking the dog.
Yes. So, walk.
Yes. Sanay na sanay akong walang mag-like sa mga post ko. Hindi naman palagi. It's nothing for me. Sabi ni Virgilia,
Oo, ang sa akin, kung nasa akin ang alaga ko, pabayaan mo ang phone na yan. Then, kung hindi na ako busy, then saka ko hahawakan yung phone ko.
I remember this very clearly. Both of us were in McDonald's. You remember that Filipina who was so attentive doon sa
Oh,
kanyang alaga?
yeah. Tapos nag-hi tayo.
Oh,
And she was like following back and forth.
And di ba, they wanted to sit on
On
bigger
the end,
table.
oo.
Pero the
Nagkaroon
alaga, correct.
ng vacant somewhere near the cashier.
So gaya ng sinasabi po natin, I love actually seeing people like that because they're here for a purpose.
Oo, yung presence mo eh.
Oo. They're here for a purpose. They're here for making life easier for people that they work for. Tandaan niyo po yun. And that is the essence and our purpose of being here.
Tama.
It's not about going through all these things. Ang ganda nga nung sinabi kanina eh. Diba? If you wanna get attention, diba? Identify to whoever you want to get that attention. It doesn't have to be in social media that the whole world knows about it. If you want to help, do you really need to bring social
Broadcast
media
it.
into the picture?
No.
Diba? If you wanna kinda document it,
That's
then
fine.
that's a totally different picture. But if you're trying to attempt
To help just for
to
content.
help because of content,
Iba yung...
that's a totally different
Yeah,
picture.
because may term yun, 'di ba? You have different I can't the word na. Mamaya maalala ko.
But
Yeah.
ito lang po sasabihin namin sa inyo. It's a reminder to everyone,
Yes.
including us.
Ooh.
Including us here. We don't, tandaan niyo po, during pandemic times, we were always on the go with all the information. If you've noticed that Monday to Wednesday is kinda when we need to be there for you. Di ba? Kung kinakailangan po namin ibigay sa inyo or ilathala or ibahagi or i-broadcast ang isang topic, we will be there. Nandun ka agad kami. Pero at this situation, kinakailangan bawasan yon because we want you to also have time for yourself.
Yeah.
I appreciate, nagpapasalamat po kayo. Kami na lagi po kayo nandito nakaantabay and you always want to hear what we have to say.
Kahit yung popsicle lang.
Thankful na ho kami doon.
Yes.
Thankful na ho kami doon. But what is important also is you have to have time
For
for
yourself. Oo.
Tandaan niyo po yun. Alalahanin niyo po
ninyo.
yun. That's very, very important.
So true.
Okay? And lastly, two more. I've noticed that there has been really so much pressure in what we go through daily.
Yeah.
And this has been caused by pandemic for natin doon sa hindi pa nakauwi because of constraints with sa inyong mga amo, 'di ba? People looking for jobs, new employers and so on and so forth. Nagpa-pile up po ito.
Yay.
And if you're not able to speak to anyone na may mga nararamdaman na kayong pag-aalinlangan, 'di ba? Sini-second guess niyo na po yung sarili ninyo, kini-question niyo na po lahat ng action ninyo. May I just request, kung nakakakita po kayo ng mga kaibigan niyo na ganito, please refer them to the right people
Oo.
to talk to them.
Yes. Wag na kayong hindi sa wag na kayo, but then most of them just need someone who will listen. So you don't have to say anything
Say
back.
much.
Oo. They just want to let it out.
Kailangan lang po na nilang ilabas yung nararamdaman nila. Yung saloobin nila. Kung gaano kabigat ang pangyayari dito. Tandaan niyo po yun.
Yes. And if hindi nyo kayang saluhin yun, it's okay too. Kasi meron din kayong pinagdadaanan.
Correct.
So that's when you say, magpasalamat kayo na nag-open up siya sa inyo. Pero also at the end of the day, katulad nga nung sinabi ni Kuya Mike, it's also best to give it dun sa tamang nakakaalam kung paano i-handle yun, which are the professionals. Diba?
Sometimes it's frustrating kasi wala kayong magawa.
Yes.
Naintindihan ko po yun.
Yes.
But you also have to understand that hindi nyo po linya yun eh.
No.
So wag ho kayo ma-frustrate doon. Wag ho kayo ma-frustrate na hindi nyo natutulungan yung kasambahay nyo.
Yes.
Or yung kaibigan
Kaibigan
ninyo
nyo.
o kamag-anak ninyo. Right? wag ho kayo magdadagdag ng pasanin kung hindi nyo talaga kaya.
Yes.
Kasi kayo rin po ang maaapektuhan in the long run kung ganun po yung ginagawa ninyo.
Yes.
Okay. On another note, and probably the last note for the day, is you've noticed, lalong-lalo na, so for everyone who actually join us not only on the show but also on our Facebook page, on our messenger.
Yes.
So remember, we have 2 messengers, di ba? I don't know which part are you. You could be a part of the PTS,
Which is the personal account.
Which is the personal account, and then PTS, Pinoy
Pinoy-
Tayo
Pinoy Tayo Sanman.
community page. Okay. So, it is sad to note that, di ba, meron tayong chatbot
Yes.
na sumasagot po ng inyong mga katanungan
Oo.
regarding whatever.
To point you sa
point you
mga
to the right direction.
Information, yeah.
Yes. So, in this regard, yung Pinoy Tayo Sanman community page po natin, where most of our kababayans, in fact, are part of that. No? And in connections, I think we've had over tens of thousands already who've asked questions. Not only dito, but also overseas. No? It is with regret that we will end that service by the end of this month, meaning June. No? We will end that service. Pero yung pagbibigay namin sa inyo ng public service continues. If you've noticed, if you go to the PTS page, kung kayo po ngayon, nasa PTS page po kayo, nanonood po kayo doon, at the top, nakalagay doon, WhatsApp.
Yes.
Diba? Just click that. It automatically goes to this phone na nakikita nyo dito. Yan, let me bring this
Si
up.
Kuya Mike ulit. Si Kuya Mike lagi.
Ito,
Yan.
this phone. This phone of mine has a dual SIM. So it automatically goes to this particular phone. Right?
Yes.
And I have already programmed the phone to answer your queries.
Yun.
Okay? It may, sabihin na natin, because it's not a chatbot, so it may not automatically answer you
Agad-agad.
because it's not a chatbot, it's me who actually gets the message.
Yes.
Okay? But I can easily give you, through a certain degree, about 95% of what you used to ask in our chatbot sa Messenger.
Yeah.
The reason why we're stopping it is because we want to look for a more, sabihin na natin, affordable platform. Tandaan niyo po, that platform, we personally in PTS is paying for that. Okay? So, ang gusto namin gawin is to find a suitable and alternative, right? A more affordable alternative and a quicker responsive application.
Yes.
But for the meantime, temporarily, hindi mawawala. Let me just make it clear. Our public service will not stop. It will continue off-air. Okay?
Yes.
It will continue off-air. So whether tumawag po kayo or you send any information, just send the information to our chatbot. Or rather to our WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 6641.
8811.
Titin po natin at 6641.
8811.
Tita Ro is with us tonight.
Dara!
Kamusta na yung kanyang mansyon kung nag-umpisa na? May utang pa kami sa'yo dahil kami mag-responsibilidad dun sa anong tawag dito? Sa hagdan.
Meron din tayong hagdan. Oh my gosh.
Oo.
Oo.
Okay? So, importante po yon. Effective immediately, effective end of this month, it will cease operation. But for the meantime, we'll just like to make you know that yung WhatsApp namin is
Open.
still available.
Yes.
Okay?
Yun.
It's still available.
I don't think mawawala yun.
No. Hindi mawawala yun. Right? So,
Yay.
kagandahan na lang ngayon because these phones can have dual
Dual
SIMs.
SIM, finally, no?
It's a lot easier.
Yes.
It's a lot easier.
Oh.
I know dun sa mga gumagamit po ng Android phones, you have already had dual SIM for
SIMs
the longest
way
time.
before. But kami, ngayon lang.
Oo. Thank you very much sa inyong pakikinig sa araw na ito. I hope you kinda got a better picture of what we want to bring to you.
Yes.
So magkita po tayo tomorrow, same
Tomorrow.
time. Ingat po kayo. And
Stay dry.
Stay dry.
Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated.
Be safe.
And
Be well.
Rest well.
Good night.
Good night po sa inyo. Love you guys. We'll see ya
Huwag niyo
tomorrow.
ubusin yung ice cream ko.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Donkey donkey.